and thank you for joining me for your daily reading. So today we're taking a look at doing a shadow work read, and we're asking what it is that you need to accept, what needs to be forgiven, what needs to be released, what you're learning along the way, what is next for you in your journey, and of course, as always, we are pulling some advice as well, okay? Now, obviously, if you don't feel that you need to look at your shadow work, then this is not going to be your reading. And for everyone else, please do keep in mind that this is still a general reading, so you have to use your discernment and do not force any messages to fit with your situation when you know full well it isn't meant for you, okay? Now, your first card out is the Chariot. This is what needs to be accepted. And that's a message all about your free will, your willpower, your ability to move on, move forward, or take something up to the next level. And it's come out with your Eight of Wands off balance, which is delays and restrictions. Very frustrating energy, your Eight of Wands off balance. So what needs to be accepted is that you can orchestrate certain things, but what you're not going to be able to orchestrate or control is how the environment, how the world, or how the universe responds to you, okay, with these delays and restrictions. Now, it seems to be with this energy, that what they're saying is someone's wheel has fallen off the cart or is about to fall off the cart. So you're being asked not to push something beyond its limits. Okay, you're being asked not to push yourself beyond your own limits. Because if you try and force anything, you will find that stuff's going to start to backfire, basically, okay? It's showing this energy as you're being blocked, you're being stopped, you're being put on pause, right? And the knee-jerk reaction is, no, fuck you, I'm going to continue to force my way through this. And Spirit's trying to tell you that you can't force your way through something, right? The Chariot with the Eight of Wands off balance. Something needs time here to really develop, okay? Because if you try and charge through, it's potentially going to cause a lot of chaos and even further delays and obstacles, okay? Now, you could be dealing with a Cancerian or a Sagittarius. I feel also that that what needs to be accepted is that other people are not necessarily going to see things from your point of view as well. And so you're not going to be able to force others to see your truth, to see your situation, to see your reality, okay? No matter how hard you try and convince others, sometimes there are people out there who are just determined on misrepresenting you somehow, okay? And again, that causes further delays. I feel that this is more to do with you're trying to achieve something, you're trying to do something, and you feel that you're constantly coming up against opposition and delays, which is causing further frustrations, okay? Right. So what is it that needs to be forgiven here, please, for our collective? Thank you. The Queen of Swords. Okay. That's a strange one. So, what needs to be forgiven is having clear boundaries, clearly and directly communicating your needs. Maybe you didn't have clear boundaries, and perhaps that is what's needing to be forgiven, okay? I'm getting an energy here of someone being very argumentative, okay? I don't know if that's you or if that was someone else that you're dealing with, but I feel that someone was arguing for the sake of just wanting to be right, just wanting to be correct. Why is it so important to be seen as being right all of the time? I'm understanding this energy as someone, again, when I say someone, you can pick and choose. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's my message. Or no, that's definitely not me. I've never done anything like that. That's going to be the other person that I'm dealing with. Okay, when I say someone, is freedom of choice. It either resonates or it doesn't. This is someone who is afraid to be seen to make mistakes or to be wrong. Okay, this is someone who is afraid to be corrected or otherwise informed of anything different. Okay, so with this one, it carries the message of, look, it's okay to make a mistake. None of us can be 100% correct 100% of the time, right? So that is part of your boundaries, and respecting the boundaries of others also. Yeah, see, it's clarified with the Devil and the Ten of Swords. That's forceful energy. That's someone trying to force an issue or force an opinion. And then when others don't take on their opinion, it's like they'll keep arguing the cause and feel like they constantly have to explain or over explain. You know, there is definitely a lot here that's going on, where somebody can become really quite toxic and abrupt when met with opinions that differ from their own. So we've got this person basically trying to figure out why do they constantly feel like they have to explain and over explain themselves. Okay, it's incredibly defensive to the point where someone over defends themselves, and that's why your card of boundaries came out to begin that particular message. Okay, so someone's boundaries has gone a little bit haywire, right? Probably that stems from growing up as a child and never having anyone to defend them. So now as an adult, they're defending themselves to the point where they're being overly defensive. Okay, and that's causing this Devil and the Ten of Swords energy. That's causing this toxicity, because it's definitely out of whack. It's not balanced. Okay, this is giving me the vibes of an individual who is quite highly strung, like all of the time, constantly. They're on high alerts constantly. And the reason why they're on high alert is because they're deathly afraid of, making a mistake or being wrong, or, this is the energy of someone who can't just admit, okay, yeah, that thing over there, I fucked up on that. And you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to hold it against myself, Let's get this person to that point where they can just be like, yeah, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to forget about it. If that person over there wants to misunderstand me, it's not my job to basically force the issue or prove my point of view or anything like that. Okay, that's definitely someone who is highly strung all of the time. What is it that needs to be released, please? What is it? Thank you. Knight of Cups and the Three of Coins. Okay, expecting others to be on the same page as you with that Three of Coins, because that's a message all about collaboration, teamwork, everyone working towards the same goals. And then Knight of Cups. It's a very romantic energy, very caring, very graceful and giving, So what needs to be released here is expecting others to be coming from the same place as you are, to have the same sort of standards as you do. I'm going to have to clarify this one, because there could be a bit of a rival here that's going on. What's going on? What needs to be released? Can we have clear messages for our collective, please? And what needs to be released? Thank you. The Three of Wands reversed. Disappointment, arrogance. Okay. Someone being disorganized. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like this is showing me that because you have set really high, stringent expectations of yourself, that's then being projected onto other people. And then you're expecting huge, huge, great things off other people when it's outside of their own forte. So there is a disrespect that's going on for other people's abilities and capabilities and how, do you know what I mean? So again, like, this is a shadow work read, okay? You are going to hear some things that you don't want to hear, and I cannot sugarcoat. When we have opinions of ourselves, naturally we do project that onto other people. And I'm speaking to a collective here that is quite highly strung because they expect good things of themselves, and then they're unforgiving towards themselves when things go wrong, and then that's being projected outwardly onto others. Okay. So there needs to be a new respect that is being brought in, and that can only happen when this and the reasons behind this has been looked at first and foremost. Okay. Now, I'm not finger pointing, I'm not accusing anyone, I'm not here to make enemies. Okay. I'm simply reading the cards and reading the energy. Someone's high expectations of themselves is negatively impacting their ability to relate and relate well with others. Okay. That's why you've got this Three of Wands that's coming out in the reversed position, because that projection, when others don't meet the standards that you have set for yourself, and then you expect others to reach that standard, other people are reading that behavior as arrogance. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. So you are being misunderstood, you are being misread, because others don't realize that actually you've got these high expectations of others because of the high expectations that you have of yourself. And it feels really, really unfair. Okay. Right. So that's what needs to be released. It's a good job that I clarified those cards there. What is it that our collective is learning along the way, please? Thank you. Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Yes, compassion. So you're starting to learn to be more compassionate and forgiving towards yourself. And that is going to increase on your own happiness levels. And that in turn is going to make you much more of a pleasant individual to be around. Okay. I'm not, again, listen, I'm not name calling, finger pointing, anything. Okay. This is a shadow work read. The parts of ourselves that we do not like is going to come out in a shadow work read. That's the whole point of doing it. So that we can all be better people to each other. Okay. So again, do keep that in mind, right? I'm not singling any individual out. I'm not calling anyone out. We've all done that. Every single person on the planet has done that. Where, you know, we've all expected these massive, great things of ourselves. We've all had problems with our ego. None of us like to be told, that thing that you told me about earlier, you were completely wrong. You know, nobody likes to be wrong. No one enjoys making mistakes, but we've all done it and we all do it, right? And we've all expected things off of other people that we ourselves wouldn't be able to do. We've all done it at some point. That's the reality of it, okay? So please don't feel like I'm sitting here picking on anybody, because I'm not. This is all about getting unstuck. This is all about learning to be more open-minded, to be more inclusive, and you know, to get going, to start making progress here. Because at the moment, with this 8 of Wands off balance, that's a lack of progress that's building even more delays and frustration. And we all want to get out of that energy there. And here's how to do it. We've got to look at the things that we're doing to ourselves that is stopping ourselves from progressing. And this is the topic this month that's coming out, is the expectations that we're putting on ourselves, therefore is being projected on the expectations that we're putting on others. So you're learning how to be more self-forgiving, more self-accepting, more compassionate. And then that in turn is what's being projected outwards onto others, okay? Increasing that 9 of Cups energy, that happiness, that fulfillment, that enjoyment in life, basically, okay? Feeling content with what you've already managed to achieve, feeling content with what you have, okay? Because remember, your 9 of Cups is the card of bounty, plenty, and harvest. Okay, recognizing that there is plenty for everybody. There's plenty of love for everybody. There's plenty of success, whatever that word means for you. There's plenty of success and opportunities out there for everybody. The universe is a very abundant place if we start looking at it correctly. And this is what's being learnt right now. Okay, with this combination of Queen of Cups and 9 of Cups. Okay, so what is next for our collective on their journeys, please? What is next for our collective? Thank you. Are you kidding me? The Sun. A newfound sense of self. Joy, success, abundance, prosperity. The Sun is life-giving energy. You're increasing on your confidence levels also. Okay, this is ultimate happiness. This is feeling warm and friendly and just completely different from how you're currently feeling up here. Okay, the Sun. It's your sense of self also. That's true happiness. The true meaning of happiness. What guidance do you have, please, for our collective? What guidance do you have for our collective, please? Thank you. That's off balance. The world. The world off balance. Interesting. So your guidance is to complete something, okay? Something at the moment is incomplete. But again, I feel that this is your expectations. Someone's been taking bad advice here. For certain. And it's to do with healing. Someone's been taught that they have to be completely healed before they're happy. And Spirit's telling you that healing is an ongoing process. That's why the world came out off balance. Healing is an ongoing process. It's a lifelong process. But the teachings that someone's been listening to here is they need to be 100% healed. And that's not a thing. That's a standard that doesn't exist. Because it's a lifelong process, the world off balance. So again, these unrealistic expectations are being projected outwards. There's this sense of not being able to finish things, not being able to complete things, or perhaps getting bored halfway through something as well. So there's a message about your attention levels, okay? And to dig deep and find the root cause behind why But behind why, you're feeling like you just get bored so quick and are unable to complete anything. You can start it off by looking at all of the unfinished projects around your own home, and see if you can start completing any unfinished projects around your home, and that's going to help you to feel really genuinely accomplished. And the more times you do that, the more times you get to experience these feelings of accomplishment. It is then habit forming. Okay. World off balance for your guidance. Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck is a star. Healing, nurturing, rebuilding, hope, renewal. Very, very positive energies. And it ties in beautifully with the message that you received there with that world off balance. Okay, can you have a healing message for our collective, please? Can you have a healing message? Thank you. Confidence. So it says, the queen bee shows up in your reading to remind you of your stamina and the vital role that you play in someone else's life. You're completely and utterly unique, and your confidence and self-esteem are what make you influential. You have been chosen for your part because you have all that it takes to lead the way. Your self-confidence grows as you look for your answers through knowledge and experience. The sacrifice of short-term gratification in order to achieve long-term goals yields some of the biggest rewards. Okay. The satisfaction of short-term gratification in order to achieve long-term goals yields some of the biggest rewards. So that's like celebrating your small achievements along the way towards your bigger goals type thing. It all adds up over time. Fear of failure or even of your own success is counterproductive. You know that to double your accomplishments, you need to double the number of mistakes. So don't be afraid of making a misstep. Yeah. Use this card to charge your self-confidence. Envision the power of the queen bee caring for her own needs and those of others. See yourself rising up strong and determined. And then your positive affirmation is, I am me, I am enough. Yeah, exactly. I am me, I am enough. It's the expectations that you have of yourself. I don't know how else I can reiterate that particular message without basically repeating everything that came out in your read, to be honest with you. I don't think you could have had more of an appropriate message at the end of that reading, okay? Because that article basically confirmed pretty much everything that we'd already said. You're definitely on your way towards recovery, though, from constantly feeling like highly strung and agitated. Okay, so I do need to give a warning with this deck that it is quite sarcastic and sweary. If you're allergic to any of that sort of thing, then you don't have to listen, okay? You can learn a lot of good lessons from a few fucked up people. Take a moment and think about a major lesson in your life. Did your heart get broken? Did a friend betray you? Did that heartbreak teach you not to settle? Are you resilient and self-reliant now because you had to be? Think of the fucked up person who taught you that lesson, and send them a little cosmic thank you. Gratitude for the lesson you learned does not excuse what they did. It does help you avoid going back in for the same lesson with a new fucked up person, though. Yeah. So there's a message there about avoiding becoming like the ones who got you to that point of the devil and the Ten of Swords in the first place. Okay. Avoid becoming like the ones that you hate the most, I guess. But yeah, that is what I have for you. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful for someone. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.